run through. So make an attack roll, make for your near perfect defense.
I don't have one for unarmed. What would that roll just typically be?
Do you have a weapon that you don't have any specialization in?
No.
Just attack with your saber, because that doesn't have any. Your unarmed would have still no bonuses, just like your saber. So you do hit. Unarmed damage. Have I put anyone's unarmed damage in anyone's stats? All right. Because unarmed damage works a little bit differently here.
Oh, is that 2d4 minus 2?
Yep.
Okay, because I think I put that on one of my other characters. My protege.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember I gave it to you. Here, let me give it to you now as unarmed. All right, I put it in on your character sheet. So if you want to just roll damage there.
Yep, that's what happened in all my my protege rolls too. So expected.
All right, so yeah, you just you kind of step on it, but it doesn't hurt it, and you're out the other side. All right, you guys have seen Arie run through. Wait, 1 second, guys. Let me try it again. Run through. This time he's like flailing wildly as he shakes off spiders.
I've got good news and bad news.
Do you stop to talk, or are you just running around to do nothing?
Yeah, no, I'm doing circles. You guys do whatever else you guys want to do as well, but I'm just doing circles.
You run your loop. I'm just gonna yell out to you, like, I don't think this is working.
I think Valon will go ahead and take a step here and actually fire his crossbow at the spider.
Okay. So these spiders are small creatures, which does impact the range that they're considered at. Just so that you know what you're dealing with here.
Still going to be worth taking a pot shot at them.
Or they're considered tiny creatures. So it just makes them a little harder to hit. Let's see. Let me see the modifications there. So you're 30 feet away. They're tiny. So essentially they're twice the distance away. So they're considered 60 feet away, which is, I don't think that impacts your light crossbow.
No, it has a range of up to 250.
And you can be closer, like you can even be 10 feet closer so that they're within the within your first range increment, essentially. When are you going to shoot? Because Arie's doing these running loops.
I'm definitely going to shoot when Arie is not in the building.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Take a shot. Yeah, most likely you're lined up, with the door opening of the door.
Yeah, I've had time while he's been running around to just kind of like casually move myself around to a good position. So let's do this. So no penalties, nothing I can do to increase the attack. Let's just roll it 14.
Oh yeah, and you have are you still unproficient with this?
I am still unproficient, so that is actually a 12. You're correct.
All right, let me just roll my.
Fortunately, I can't put in negative specialization.
That's all right. So this is going to be these spiders are a little bit like you probably wait till one of them is just sitting on the wall. So I'm going to say a D12. So you hit.
Hey, fantastic. So this will probably end up splattering it then. Let's see.
You do have your -2 for damage as well. Yeah, that one's dead.
But that's that is plenty.
Splatter. You take a pot shot into the hut and kill one of them that was crawling along the walls.
Just a little bit easier now.
Are you going to make another run through?
Of course.
All right.
It's going to be a whole minute for me to reload, so...
I got a 4 this time. Yeah, this time you're good enough. You're the first 2 tries were just warm-ups, to get the right angle. And this time you sweep through and grab it.
I am undeterred by failure.
So you have managed to escape with this book you found.
And you find out it's a romance novel.
What would you like to do?
Mama Halfling's famous pie.
I mean,
you escaped with this.
Yeah, I'm going to circle back around to the rest of the group, but I'm also going to, as I'm slowing down, open the book to see what it's written in it, because I can read.
All right. So the way this is going to work is it's essentially like deciphering a scroll. So the amount of time you take is going to give you a different amount of information. So if you take just 10, 15 minutes, then although there's no penalty for failing the check. So just like a scroll, you get a penalty for just looking through it. But for you, it's going to be a difficult check. So if
You
you
could also just
get,
give it to the elf.
Yeah.
Again,
if you
I can
roll
read.
under. So this isn't necessarily about reading or not. This is about the amount that you
Comprehension.
comprehend in 10 minutes. So like you take 10 minutes and scan through it. If you roll under your literacy, which is pretty high, I believe, right?
Yeah, I have a 50 literacy. I'm 50-50 with this stuff.
There's no way to necessarily just roll this, so you're just going to roll a D100. And if you roll under a 50, then I'm going to say that you've picked up enough of a gift just to know what the book is about, and if there's any valuable information.
Well, as is my luck.
So you're looking through it. It doesn't appear to be a logbook. It appears to be some sort of diary. But with the failure of your roll there, you don't pick up any valuable information from it. So if you would like to attempt again, you'd have to then take 2 hours to take more time and read through it.
Yeah, no, I'll toss it to the elf. I'm sorry,
All
I'll
right,
toss it to
elf.
Thalon. I don't refer to people by their race.
Yeah. It all kind of blends together for me. Too many humans.
I'm going to cross off this hut here that you guys went through.
But I believe I'm not actually literate in Svimojan, so I will be casting Translate. To extend it to written text is going to be an additional 25. So that brings it up to 75. And the question is, how long do I need to fully read through this?
The thing is, it doesn't give you any. Does it tell you how good of how well you read?
As easily as if it had been spoken in his native language.
All right, so we're going to say you're going to roll the same check that he did.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to just take 10 minutes. And what is your best native language?
It's going to be High Elven, I believe.
So a 77.
Or Low Elven even, actually, which is, yeah, there you go.
So does translating it extend to how well you can read in this native language, or is it going to?
Here is the entirety of the text of it. Doop-a-doop. Unintelligible species, easily as if it had been spoken in a language. Magical writing is immune to this. Doesn't decipher secret codes or reveal hidden magical writing.
Okay. So I'm going to say you read it as well as your native language.
Mm-hmm.
So you read your best native language at a 26.
Yeah.
So roll the D100.
And how much time will that take? 10 minutes, you said? So
this will take
10
minutes.
So I'm going to need 10 SP per minute, so that's going to be another 50. This is 125.
Okay.
Which will put me to 35 points left. Yeah, use that magic.
You could try to make it a very difficult check, so you have to roll 10 lower than your literacy, and then it would only take 5 minutes.
I'm going to spend all the points. I'm not using the points for anything else.
There you go.
Here we go. First level spell. And which button do I click for literacy here?
There's no button to roll it, so just roll a D100. So if you roll under a 26, then you've comprehended something above and beyond. So you get a good read through, and it seems to be you don't get any more than Arie has from this journal.
Okay, but I mean, it does indicate what's been leading up until now, or when's the last journal entry?
The last journal entry has been over 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing interesting in there, just day-to-day life, I guess.
It seems like that. And since you guys all failed your checks, you within 10 minutes you don't pick up anything useful. But this is something that you could add to your treasury, and if you're floating down the river, or if you're on watch for 2 hours and you don't feel like watching, you could read that and then make another check, and you might get more information.
Right. Arie, why don't you go ahead and hold on to this since you can spend more time with it?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Because if I need to spend more time with it, I gotta actually spend points.
What was your role you had to get under? Sorry, I thought you passed your.
Yeah.
I was trying to get under a 27.
Oh, gotcha.
He's trying to get under his literacy.
Okay.
Or,
I'm just
26.
exceedingly good at reading. That's all. You had to when you want to know the laws of the land. You got to be literate. It's actually a thing.
Yeah. That was my attempt to browse through it in 10 minutes via magic. Whoops. Oh well. I gotta get more literate now. Being shown
in my cursory reading of it, did I get the name of the person who wrote the book or the diary?
Yes. It seemed like a person by the name of Shalise.
Of course it was. All right. I will drop that into a bag.
Yeah. Do we want to keep scanning buildings or?
Yeah,
stick
I
to
suppose we're back to it.
We're on a job.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next building. So far this is the 10th hut that you've checked.
Oop. Let me open up 1, open up 2. Back to press buttons.
All right. In this hut that you peer into, you can make out what looks like a like laying inside is a husk of what looks like a monkey laying caught in the spider webs.
Mm-hmm. Sort of predictable there.
You moving on?
I think so. No need
All
to rescue the monkey. It's dead.
All right.
Nice 3.
In this one, you're perusing through, and you're fairly certain it's empty.
Okay, moving along then.
The next hut that you check through, you're not quite sure. Tub thinks it's fairly empty. He does notice that there looks like there's some interesting trinkets left out on one of the tables. Like he spies a comb that he thinks might be valuable, but aside from that, appears empty.
Not even spiders.
I mean, there's still some cobwebs, but he doesn't see any spiders in this room.
Well, if there's cobwebs, there's spiders. I think Tub is going to wait and see if anyone else goes through with the lure of treasure.
Cobwebs and spiderwebs are 2 different things.
How far is the trinket from the door?
About 5-10 feet. You'd have to walk across to the table in the middle of the room. About 7.5 feet.
Think you can sneak it?
I mean, I haven't done any sneaking yet. I think I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to sneak in, but I'm ready to run away.
Make a
I don't wanna
sneaking
fight
check.
anymore. All right. Where is it? Okay, found it.
You start creeping into the room. Do you have any weapons out?
Nope, because I'm just planning to run. Everything's sheathed and just.
All right,
I'm
everything's
ready to-
sheathed. You slowly open the door and take several steps in, looking left and looking right. Making your way to the table, you reach out and you quickly snatch the comb, dashing out of the room. looking back, it doesn't look like anything's moved. No spiders seem to have left.
All right. Did I see anything else on the table while I was there? Like,
There were several instruments that had been left out, like several utensils. You grabbed the comb that Tubb saw, but aside from that, nothing else that looked very valuable. Maybe you even grabbed all the utensils, sweeping them all up. And now that you're looking at them, most of them are made out of wood, or there's a cracked wooden bowl. But this is a small bone comb that looks like it could be valuable. It's
yeah, okay.
it's worth a copper.
Yeah, have we decided as a group who's keeping track of our group money? Somebody was doing that, right?
Suppose I am, yeah. So let me go ahead and add the comb to this.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like shake off because I kind of was spooked that there might be spiders, and I'm gonna toss you.
What should I call this?
A bone comb.
A bone
Comb and
comb.
numb bones.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Because
toss
its user's probably bone, nothing but bone. So
Yeah, 2 houses back, holding the spear.
All right. So I think we're proceeding on then.
all right.
Check.
This hut looks like it's also empty.
All right. Moving on then.
All right.
Tep goes blind. I'm sorry, Thalen goes blind.
Ah!
That's okay. I was already blind.
The critical fumble, stabbing his eye with the comb.
Guys, I think there's something on the tine of this. Oh, trip!
Why were you still walking? I don't know. In this next hut, as you look in, you catch a small glistening from the straw in the bed. In the bed of the straw, when the door opens and the light hits it, you see a small glistening.
That's entirely
and
up
that's
here.
Kara. You're the one that spots that.
Glistening like how? Glistening like gold, or glistening like the eye of a spider?
More like gold than the eye of a spider. Like it kind of catches the sunlight, just catches something and it kind of sparkles.
All right, I'll
A little
try
bit
to
of
sneak-
shine.
I'll try to sneak in again.
All right.
How far is it though? Is this significantly further?
This one's a
than the
little bit
last one?
farther than the table because it's kind of tucked against the side of the wall.
And do I notice anything in the shadows, or hear anything around?
You can make a listening check as well if you'd like.
Okay.
If you're trying to listen for something. You
Oh,
definitely hear,
done.
maybe all you hear is Thalan cursing in your ear as he extracts the comb from his eye. You don't hear anything in it. It's quiet. You hear those parakeets still making fun of Arie. Anyone here? Hello? Hello?
I can hear you out there. Where are you?
Where are you? Where are you?
All right, I'm gonna
But
try
aside
to
from
sneak.
that, the hut does appear to be empty.
All right, let's try it.
Okay, going in.
I'm gonna get bit by something.
All right. So you make your way across, sneaking quietly as you can, creeping step by step. Unfortunately there's no boards below you to creak, but you're very aware as you start entering. It's just a little bit darker, just your line of light from the spots in the thatch, and you see all the cobwebs. And you make your way to the hay. You begin kind of like looking through it, and inside of it, discarded, you find a small ivory hairpin that looks like it's been polished to a shine.
Okay. Do I see anything else around in the room from?
Yeah,
this
make a
new
scrutiny
vintage?
check if you're going to take a little bit more time.
All right. Yeah. I'm already in here. Nope.
You take your time and you're starting to look around. You start peering into the crevasses and looking for any like secret doors. And as you do, you bump the wall,
Oh crap.
and just a piece of pottery falls to the ground, startling.
Oh,
But
okay.
aside from that, nothing in this room.
I run out of the room anyway. Like there's no scare me, and I'm just out.
So you find a small ivory hairpin.
Okay.
Does
I
anyone
toss it.
have,
I
does
toss
anyone
it to.
have the appraisal skill?
I toss it to the fallen, and I'm like, no book.
And
but I'm on the
bag.
boat.
Yeah, only weapons and armor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Then it's worth 5 copper pieces.
Sweet. Well, we'll worry about how much stuff is worth later.
It's for 5 copper pieces, unless you find somebody who tells you otherwise.
Exactly.
I can buy that for $1. All right. Moving along, I guess.
All right.
Next building. Check 1. Check 2.
All right. This room, as you or this hut, as you look as you get closer, you see outside there's several like pots, most of which are smashed, which are sitting outside the hut. And as you get in, you see that in the very center of the room, there's lots of discarded clay laying on the ground, and there's several clay jars, some of them which are only half formed around the room. It seems like this room this hut might have belonged to the town potter. But from looking in, I mean, you see the usual cobwebs and spider webs, but you're not seeing any spiders, and you just see what looks like a good number of clay jars.
Any of them actually in finished condition, or they're all just broken and scattered?
Some of them are still in finished condition.
You know what? That might be well worth trying to take with us. I guess the question is any movement inside, of course.
You're not seeing any at the moment.
Okay. I'm feeling confident. Thalon will go ahead and try to collect the pottery.
All right, so you start collecting the pottery. Roll a scrutiny check if you don't mind for me.
Sure thing. Scrutiny.
The pots were filled with spiders.
Ooh, that's real good.
As you're looking through, and you're kind of like looking through. You're like looking for which of the pots is actually the best in the best condition, and you grab a few, and you grab one to kind of look at it, and it rattles just a little bit. And you look inside, and you see inside is an uncut emerald.
Oh wow. Uncut emerald. Sweet. So I'm gonna add that to the group bag, and what about the pottery?
The pottery doesn't seem to be very valuable, but the emerald seems like it's probably worth about 13 silver pieces.
Oh yeah, probably worth a good bit.
And it's currently uncut.
Could be made more valuable. Everyone's greed is getting rewarded. Darn straight.
All right, what would you guys like to do next? Moving on to the next hut?
Looks like it. We're gonna try finishing off this this town for sure.
Yeah, there's, after this, 7 more huts to go through. Or you just look at, rather.
I'm trying to mark them, but I have 2 pages up, so I have to like pull them back to mark them.
I've
Maybe
literally
someone
been
else can
moving
do
my
that.
token from hut to hut as we've been going to know where we're at. So, literally, there's only 7 left.
Yeah.
Sorry, 8. There's 8 left. No, we went to that one. 7 left.
Yep.
Right, so rolls are in.
This next one, this next one that you look into appears to be mostly empty, except for in the very center of the room, there's a half-eaten corpse of a wild pig.
Huh, that's interestingly fresh. How did it get in here?
Half eaten how? Little bites? Giant bites?
You'd probably have to get closer to the pig to tell that from here.
Unless the pig ate a book, I'm unconcerned.
I just want to know if we got more than rats and spiders running around this village, but I'm not going closer.
I'm surprised they haven't devoured it yet. Though.
As you look a little bit closer, you see there is a like a little bit of a hole in the side of the hut where it looks like the pig might have like dug its way under into the hut.
Interesting, but something's still eaten enough of it, and it's still here. Maybe it's recent then. Which, of course, goes to say that there's definitely something in here. But it doesn't look like there's anything immediately obviously valuable, or anything indicating someone may have been able to read or write in this building.
Potentially. Way to just judge a pig like that.
Yeah.
Very rude. All right.
All right. I'm opting for moving along unless someone else wants to brave this.
All right. Moving along.
Yep.
All right. So observation checks for the next one. Oh. So Thalon.
Pokes his eyes out.
Ah! Kara. And Arie. Was this for the most recent one, Arie?
Yeah,
Yep.
the 55 was the most recent. I moved on early. I'm not concerned myself with a pig that got eaten.
Hey, maybe the other half's still good.
Cool, maybe you forgot that I have food and drink for months.
So looking into this room, you guys spot this is this actual map down here. In that you see in one corner of the room, you see a small shield discarded on the ground, and lying in the center is a human skull.
Wait, which map did you say?
This one right here, the one that actually had a shield.
Oh, okay.
So lying in the center is a discarded shield, or lying in the center is a human skull, and in the corner is a small shield.
Is the skull just kind of haphazardly there, or does it look like it's been placed?
Haphazardly placed.
It's facing the door in a laughing manner.
Yeah. Where's the rest of the body? Ooh, spooky.
What kind of shield was it?
A small shield.
Is there anything emblazoned on it?
It's hard to tell from where you are just looking in the door.
What color is it?
It looks to be uncolored, as it is just from here you can just tell the wood.
Cool.
Yeah.
I turn my back towards the next house.
All right.
Does Connor do anything? It sounded like you had a... Oh, that's right. Connor's on the boat. Sorry.
Yeah, Connor's on the boat.
I thought I heard Dennis saying something for a second, so I thought Connor was here with us.
What, am I going to limp up there?
Literally, it's all you can do.
Could.
I mean, yeah,
You
you
just
could
need
limp
your
up.
I'm like no
eyeballs.
good now. Yeah,
Well,
okay.
no, again, I think this came up in another game. We just got to Master Blaster you. You can ride on somebody's shoulders. They can carry you around. You give the orders. Attack from the shoulders. We'll go
That'd
to
be
Barter
awesome.
Town at some point.
I'm going to have to ride the Badger.
The next hut that you approach is a little bit in the trees, and you see it's heavily spider-webbed around the outside of the hut, and even the door itself. It looks like there's some spider webs. Like even from just looking in around the door frame, you can see there's spider webs around the door.
All right, draw the sword
That's
and
really
shield.
inviting.
Well, I'm drawing the sword and shield. If it weren't already, I'm stating that they are, and I will start hacking at the spider webs that are outside the door
I'll
area.
prepare my crossbow from a respectable distance.
Okay.
But I guess as he hacks through it, I wonder if he disturbs anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand back. I'm gonna draw my scimitar and my
All
dagger.
right. So
but I'm mainly
you all have your
just
weapons.
gonna watch. Yeah.
And shield,
Yep, and shields.
as that's the thing that takes the most time to equip.
I assumed you had your shield already out and on your arm.
Yeah, because thankfully I can just still use my other arm to do stuff with.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Would you like to open the
technically,
door?
yeah, so long as I clear the web work away and then I guess kick it open.
So you kick open the door, and the light reveals a room that's got a little bit more cobwebs or same amount of cobwebs, but even more spider webs than the others. It's a little bit larger of some of these huts, and the ground is covered in webs that contain several husks of a number of corpses. You want to roll observation checks as well?
So I'm guessing town hall.
Well, it may have been their last defense point. at
So
the
I haven't
very
seen my
least,
roll
but
yet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess it's like a 90. Oh, hey.
you got a 36.
I've rolled
36.
90s on like 7 or 8 of these rolls.
So you guys, from where you are, you don't see any spiders, but you do see kind of the glint of. It looks like there's several weapons on some of the corpses.
Thalon.
Yes.
Throw your robe in there, please.
My robe.
You may remember earlier when you made the claim that you had insecticide in your robes and it was ruined when a rat bit it open. So it seems to me that the insecticide is spread to the outside of your robes, and if we've taken this narrative measure, throw your robe in there and see if it scatters some spiders.
I'm afraid it's soaked into the cloth. We'd need to burn it too, and even then, and also I didn't say that out loud to anybody.
Yeah, but you
Did you, like,
clearly
sniff my
smell.
robe?
You clearly smell.
Well, thank you very much for that. But no, I could throw something in there, but not my robe.
Well, I don't care about anything else.
Got rocks. I got.
He wants you
javelin.
naked for some reason.
Are we shaming here?
Come on, just get naked. Just get naked. We need this.
We all need a bit of humor.
Thalon's gonna go ahead and keep his position, just crossbow raised. They're in there.
Fine, I will take a step forwards into the web-filled room and just stomp on the web that's on the floor to alert whatever's inside to my presence, taking point on the whole matter.
All right. So we're gonna put ourselves outside of. We'll use this hut again back here. So if you guys want to place yourselves outside this hut in the door, they're all.
No, I was gonna be further away. So
Yeah.
I'm just
All
on the
Doors
other. There we
doors
go.
on the side, is that right?
Yeah, the door's on the side, right in front of Arie.
That's the third hut with a shield on the floor.
It's the third. There's all these shielded huts. What's going on?
No wonder they all died. They didn't use their shields.
So it must have happened within a minute.
We could use it as a sled for Connor.
Just. Oh gosh, yeah. Just tie him up by a rope, slide on the sled. Rory's dragging him around.
I just put a bit in the mouth of Rory, and Rory can pull the sled, yeah.
No, Tubbs over here as
Imagine
well.
Rory.
Let me move him over there.
Oh yeah.
Tubb will be right next to Arie, and so Arie, you're gonna step in the hut and start stomping on the webs.
Yeah, I'm like this, half in the doorway, stomping on the web, since you said the floor was basically covered in them.
Yeah, it's covered in cobwebs. I want you to roll everyone can roll a D10 for initiative, because you highly suspect there's an ambush here, but none of you spotted any spiders amongst the webs. To distinguish them, the spider with the red dot is a big spider, and the spider with the spider with the red dot is a large spider, and the spider without a red dot is a big spider. And large is bigger than big.
It's better than bad. It's good.
Come into this hut now, and you'll get twice as many spiders. So you come into this room and start stomping on these spider webs, and even as you enter the room, almost immediately in response to you stomping, two spiders, one of them crawls out from next to you in the webs to the right, and one of them drops from the ceiling, almost like right above the door. So you're going to get D8s for defense here.
Oof.
But this will lower your initiative down to a 3 because if you get hit, that is.
Is this a flat D8 or does my normal defense still apply?
A flat D8.
Okay. Penetrating?
Yep. This is the big old spider. So this one bites you. It's 1 point of damage, but that's going to be absorbed in your armor. And since your DR is 2 and the damage was 1, you're actually going to get an additional +1 to your poison save.
There's a flat D20 or is there a modifier to this?
You add your constitution. So
just the constitution number itself? So I add 8?
you can roll the ability save macro, and then it'll ask you, and you say constitution. And
is that something I've had to add from the collection?
I believe so, if you haven't already added it.
I have not. I am woefully unprepared. Ability check or ability save? There we go.
Ability save.
Okay. Constitution.
And then your modifier is going to be additional 1 because of DR.
There we go.
So yeah. So this spider bites into you, but it does not get through your armor.
Just reduce
or like it bites you and you feel it, but it doesn't get through your tough constitution.
This reduces my initiative, doesn't it?
Down to 3. Because you did get bitten.
Yes.
Now the large spider tries to do the same thing with a 13.
Cool.
All right. Next up is going to be this spider is delaying. Oh, or
Yeah,
hit you.
I got hit.
It's-
We can move
yeah,
on
that's
if you want, but
just moving on. I just
just
it
so
bites
used to
you.
you being awesome, Arie.
It is biting you. Let's see. Where's this bite? Here's the bite. Bite. So it bites you for 2 points of damage, and you're going to have to make another poison save. So this one is not going to give you the +1 bonus because your DR was exactly. All right. And this time you do get poisoned. You didn't roll a natural 1, so that's probably going to be good. We'll see. I don't know if these guys have any -1 to attack, damage, and defense for 11 hours. But aside from that, nothing else. Welcome to the club of -1 attack, defense, and damage. Next, and that's on second 1. So next up is you on second 3.
All right, you said 11 hours, right?
11 hours, yeah.
All right, first time being bitten by a spider, so. You said the large one was the not red dot one, right?
The large one is the red dot.
Okay.
The big one is the no dot.
All right, then I'm going to attack the large one.
All right.
So whatever this rolls, -1. So a 7.
All right. The large one tries to defend itself and gets a 12.
Got it.
So you slash at it, and it's like scampering across the webbing, just narrowly avoiding your attacks.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. 7. I did it. Is it lagging?
It didn't highlight you yet, so that's why it didn't take effect.
Oh.
So now you
I
have to
thought
hit.
for some reason it was whatever token I was highlighting when I did it.
Yep. So now it works. It is now Kara's turn. What would you like to do, Kara?
I don't know.
You see Arie like start stomping in the room, and then spiders, and you can see him slashing. Ah!
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going in there. I could try to pull him out, but I don't think he'd appreciate it. Can
Okay.
I just like delay?
Yeah, just hit delay by 30 seconds, and whenever you want to do anything, just let me know.
Okay.
All right, Tub. What does Tub want to do?
Well, let's see. Well, there's one doorway. Someone's in the way. Tub honestly just has to wait, I think. Arie
You could
has to
ask-
actually pull back.
You could ask Arie to go in a little farther, or he could Kool-Aid Man.
I don't feel like Tub wants to give himself another head wound so soon. Tub is actually going to wait patiently. I think Arie is probably going to back up.
All right. Then hit
So,
a delay for yourself and just let me know whenever you want to do anything.
yeah, tell you what, I'll delay like 3 seconds and I'll just go after Arie.
Sounds good. Next up is going to be Arie on second 10.
All right, I'm attacking that giant spider again.
All right.
So a -1.
So a -1 fumble. Exciting. So that's a difference of a 17. And I need you to make a feat of agility check. If you beat a 14, you don't fall prone. So you go to slash at it, and maybe you caught your foot in some of the webbing, and you fall to the ground.
Perfect.
So on second 11, you'll basically stand up, and then you can start your weapon speed again. So if you want to just delay by an additional second from your normal speed, so because you have to stand up.
Right.
Oh, good thing I waited.
You see him slip and fall to the ground.
You know what? Now it seems like the perfect time to just drag him away.
All right.
I will fight you. At a -6. -7.
Okay, so I guess I'll just roll a feat of strength.
Shoot over my head. I'm on the ground.
I'm the dwarf. I don't shoot anything. I have 2 daggers. I'm waiting for you,
You
to
can
make
throw
room.
daggers.
I have no idea how many he has, so I'm not doing it. Feat of strength. There you go.
All right.
If you're fighting me, beat a 21.
It's not impossible.
Not impossible, but
I wish it had
So
happened.
you start to drag him away. So because you're a dwarf moving at walking speed, it'll take 2 seconds for you to move him 1 square.
all right.
So delay 2 seconds, and then you'll move him 1 square. Are you standing up, Arie, on second 11, or are you going to just let him drag you on the ground?
Well, I would stand up, but I don't think it stops him from dragging me anyway. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, I would stand up if there was an option.
So he's like you're like fighting against him as he's standing up and pulling you back. Maybe it even helps you to your feet as he pulls you back in the backwards direction. But it doesn't stop these spiders from attacking you as you're yanked out of the doorway. They follow you and attack. So, or at least they're following you to the edge of the doorway.
Right. Now I'm -7 to defense.
So the large one gets a 15.
I got a 2.
So he bites you for a poison save against a 26. So that is another -1 attack and defense and damage for this one for 20 hours.
The times additive, or
So like one of them will expire in 5 hours, and the other. Well, the other one will also attack you with an 11. But this -1 doesn't take effect until the next second, so you still have
Well,
your
that's a 13, so-
-7. This one misses. Falon, you see this happening.
Yup, and I got my crossbow out. It's up. But remind me, Theta, what were you saying last time about readying it and first initiative and all that? I think I still have to wait 5 seconds before I can aim and then shoot without penalty.
I think we're talking about quick draw or something like that.
Snapshot.
Snapshot.
Yeah. So a snapshot is you can just fire in a second. If you want to aim, then it'll take basically 5 seconds. 4 seconds to aim, 1 second to fire.
Right, and that's only after like the first initiative here. After that, it's just built into the speed, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this case, I'm waiting another 5 seconds before I can do it, just so I don't have penalty.
Okay.
So delay 5, and I'll pop in at 16.
All right. Next up is Tubbs. You get to drag him 1 full square from where he was in the center. So he's now out.
Yeah.
These spiders are actually following him.
Would like him a little bit out of the
Sure.
way, but
Are you going to
like-
continue to drag him, Tubbs, or stop? Or are you just going to drag
I'm
him?
gonna stop dragging him here. This is fine.
Okay.
I've done what I really wanted to accomplish, which is getting more of our front line area ready. So now Kira can actually attack when her initiative comes up. Where is she actually?
She's just been delaying.
Yeah.
So she
It's
can act
been
at
at
any time if
30.
she'd like.
Oh,
Can-
okay. So just whenever you feel like. Cool.
Yeah.
Can I act? Like, can
Yeah.
I act now, or can
Yeah.
I? Oh, okay.
If you'd be so kind as to wait until after the lawn, I think the lawn could actually take a shot right now.
Yeah,
If you want to take a
I'm-
-6 to hit.
Well, I mean, when his turn comes up is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
When he takes that, he should have a clear shot right now because nothing's in the way, right?
If Kara's over here, she can still. So if I moved her here, she could still attack, and you'd have a clear shot. So
Okay.
it's just the only problem would be is if you missed, there's a chance you could hit one of your friends.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm afraid of course. So I guess that's up to Kira. Kira, do you want to
No,
take
that's
that?
fair. I don't trust you, so if
I
I
know,
see you
so-
ready.
So go ahead and
Whenever
put
you're
yourself
ready.
at 17
Nice.
because I'll act at 16 then.
Okay.
Or I guess you could act at 16 just after me. So there you go. Perfect. Okay. So, but it is Tubbs' turn right now anyway. Tubbs is just going to go ahead and slash at this one who's actually adjacent.
All right. So
he's
you
not gonna-
finished dragging on this second, so it'll be 1 more second until you can.
Okay, so this will be on 13. So I'll hit
And
delay.
there's no one
once.
else going on 13, so
Delay once.
and I got
Spider's real good at
20, so-
defending, and then delay by 6.
So the spider, you drag Arie out of the way and you slash at the spider, but it's not good enough. So next up
dang
is going to be
spiders.
Falon.
All right, so now Thalon has a clear line of sight to this big spider. Nobody's immediately in the way, and this should work perfectly this time.
So this other spider will give him some cover, but
It
so
is
he'll-
smaller than he is.
it is smaller than he is, so it will be considered a. Let me see there. Yeah, that one's tiny, and that one's.
I'm
also-
hoping this time the worst case scenario is that it just hits the smaller spider.
So it's
which-
it's basically considered a small shield for him. So on a 19 or a 20, it'll hit the other spider. If you do hit the big spider.
Let's give it a go. I got my heavy crossbow. This is going to be at -2 because I'm not proficient. That's a 7.
So I just got a flat D20 for 17. So on a so I want you to roll again with a D with anything really. Even will be a miss up, and odd will be a miss down. All right.
Even.
So up. Right.
Yep.
So I now need you to roll a D12 to see how far off you missed. A penetrating D12. So 3 feet.
Just
So you
the-
aimed about 3 feet in this direction. So you ended up firing here. So now anyone within 5 feet path gets to. That works too. Anyone within 5 feet of this path now has to make a save against your original roll of a 7. So
That'd be the other spider.
this other spider has to roll, and you hit it.
Wow, perfect. So let's go ahead and do the damage, and it's big damage. 14.
That is a smoked spider.
All right, so it's gone, and I think it's fair to say I'm going to drop this, and I'm going to equip my staff so that I do not go through 60 seconds of delay trying to recharge it.
Sounds good.
So I'll delay by 2 for now, then.
All right, Kara. I believe you're up next.
The crazy elf has put down his weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna fight the little one. How do like attacks of opportunity work in this? If I were to fight it and then like later walk away from it, does it get a free attack?
It will if it's closer to attacking than not attacking, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Sort of.
So, like, if its weapon speed is 6 seconds and it's 3 seconds away from attacking, it'll get a free attack. But if it's 4
Okay.
seconds away from attacking, it won't. So you're up.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
How far can I move? Can I move
You
here?
can move 2 squares. Yeah, you can move there.
Can I reach him from here? I'm not
Yeah.
sure how. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to attack him from here. Hopefully, it doesn't have this much range.
So you got a -4
Yeah.
from your
That
poison.
Sounds right.
I got a 7.
Huh.
So you just
Oh no, I
barely
miss. I
miss.
miss. Yeah.
Slash the edge of the hut. All right, then hit your weapon delay there. It is now Falon. You've dropped your crossbow and pulled out your staff.
I think I can hit it from here.
You have to be
8 plus 13? Yeah, and it's
well, no,
within 12.
You have to be just 8 away. You have to be within your weapon reach. You just have to be one step closer.
Okay, I thought
You're fine.
I thought you had a 5-foot reach and then your weapon reach, but my bad. Okay. So I'm still here and I'm outside of its weapon
Yep.
reach.
You're outside of its reach, but you're within your weapon's reach.
So let's do it. I'll go ahead and do an aggressive attack.
All right, so you got a
which
9.
will give me a 9.
Damn,
Perfect.
your long-reached weapons.
It's as if I planned for this and my incompetence.
I think I've rolled like 4 or 5 perfect defenses against you, against you, but none of these creatures can attack you back. Ah,
All right,
damn.
so I think I put in for delay 13. That should pop up, but
Yep.
doesn't seem to be going through. Try again.
You're highlighted. Been
Yeah,
running a
clicked it,
little
delayed.
slow.
18 plus 13. That's 31. Can I just manually edit it? There we go.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, there we go. Manually edit 31. We're good.
Just make sure it doesn't go through. It might go through later. So just make sure you're going on 30 times.
Right,
So if
I'll
it
make sure I'm not going on 50.
You added a lot of numbers to me.
Oh, okay.
I would say I would have been going next, and suddenly now I'm on 31.
I'll subtract 18.
So that's yeah, you're going.
Yeah, despite Tubbs for some reason laying hands on me, I am going to. Oh, my character
You're
sheet just
welcome.
refreshed. You're welcome. Nothing. You're not acting yourself today, Tubbs.
So one way I can fix it is you now won't be able to view each other's character sheets, but you can only delay someone's time if you are the person that can control it. So if I'm just going to change it so that only the people that, so you won't be able to see each other's character sheets, but now we won't get any accidental delays.
It's fine. The only reason I ever need to see anyone's character
keep in mind I'm
sheets
still
is
in control
to
of Tub right now.
update their stuff, which they can just tell me later.
Yeah. Swing away then, Arie.
Yeah, -2, so 7.
Yep. All right. It gets a 16.
Cool.
At this point, it's fighting 1v4, and spiders are little cowardly creatures, so this guy has to make a morale check. So I need you to roll a d20 and add your morale modifier.
Despite my
No,
+4.
So this spider is not trying to flee. He can 1v4 you all. He's confident in his abilities. Tub.
Let's see. Am I actually within reach of this?
Yeah.
Almost. Is that good enough?
Yeah, you're fine because we're looking at grid squares, and this is in this square. You're in the next square. It works.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do it. I'm using my dagger. I'll even aggressive attack.
All right. It's fighting a lot of you, so it's now in a 3v1 situation, or
14.
more than 3v1. So you hit.
Yeah.
If I had rolled worse, I got a 10. You got a 9. It looks like. Or no, you aggressive attacked. That's why you aggressive attacked.
Yes, that's correct. And Tubbs is just leaning his full weight into these tiny daggers.
And this creature, you slash him, and it's in a lot of pain. It's enough to not to threshold of pain it, but to make it roll another morale check against Tubbs now. Gets a 14. So and
All right.
Tubbs should have just a +0 because of his 10 10 charisma.
Yes, that is
So-
correct. So I'm just rolling a d20 then.
Yep.
8.
And it's this spider ain't scared of you. This spider's seen shit.
Oh, well, it's up next, but hold up. Let me go ahead and delay Tubbs by his 6 seconds.
All right. This spider has been only attacked by Tubbs and hurt by Tubbs, so it's going to attack Tubbs back.
All right, and he has -2 defense at the moment because he chose to aggressively attack to get that in.
All right, this is for vengeance. I have a total of a 1.
If I just
Non-natural
need to
one,
roll anything else, 6, which comes to a 4, but still good enough.
Damn.
He goes for the toes, and I just kind of move my foot back.
You're too nimble. And next up is going to be Tubbs again.
Hey, you like how I did that last time? Let's do the exact same thing again. With fumble.
Oof. Let's see if it goes off, because, yep, it's a fumble by only 5, though, because of your aggressive attack.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yup.
And the spider's going to get a free attack on second 26, which might not go off if Arie kills it, but you've broken the blade of your dagger, and it now does 25%, has a 25% reduction in damage.
I'm going to go ahead and add that. 1 broken dagger minus 25% damage.
Yep. And that is your turn.
Okay, and let's delay you by 6.
There you
Good
go.
thing I have another dagger.
Meanwhile, Arie, can you kill this creature before he gets his free attack?
I've rolled a 15.
Good old poison.
Still real good.
Still good.
So 10
And
damage.
yes, that spider is dead. It's quiet for now.
Then about 10 seconds later, Thlon gives it another whack.
Ah! Whack! Right now, you guys are essentially out of combat. What would you guys like to do? Your blood's pumping. The creatures are dead for now. The hut might be empty.
Thlon is going to be patient and listen. Anything inside the hut?
Let's see. It sounds quiet from where you're at.
It might be clear.
Why don't you stir the webs with your quarterstaff?
No, I think I'm good.
You literally have nearly a 10-foot pole.
I think I'm fine.
What do we
Thlon
see?
takes
in
like
there again?
another step back.
Was it just it was bodies or something?
There's several corpses in this, like covered in several husks of bodies in the cobwebs. You know, most of them wrapped up in webs themselves. And you saw the glint of what looked like several weapons.